fine. Just type hashtag replay. I'm going to make this a little higher, you guys. Because I don't know why, but lately, I feel like I'm cutting myself off here at the top. It still feels a little bit, but I think we're good now. I don't know. I didn't change anything. Who knows what's happening? Let's get this brighter. Say hi when you get here. Keyword today is purpose, okay? Purpose. I have some carrots here. We're going to paint these. And I have some little words here. We're going to paint all of this in bright white. Actually, not true. We're painting this all in like an off-white. It's like called Plaster by Waverly. We're going to give this a good coat. All the way across, all the way around. Quick and easy project today, I promise. So say hi when you get here. Let me know how your day is going. Uh-oh. Let's get rid of that. Because that's the wrong side. Oh, goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Guys, seriously. Oh, it's gone. Okay, good. I think this giant thing in front of my screen. I'm like, what in the world? What in the world? Hope you're all having a good day. Hi, Maud. Hi, Pam. Hi, Natalie James. Hope everyone is having a good day today. Let me check out who's here. Like I said, keyword is purpose. So if you type that, that will get you everything you need from my page. Hi, Lori. How are you? Welcome to my page. I'm so glad you're here. We're going to make something cute today, something different. I make a lot of signs here, but today is a whole new thing. So come on in. Something a little different today, just a little. So we're going to paint these 3 carrots. And thank you, Natalie. You're the best. Here's the thing. The transfers we're using today are selling quickly. They're not saying they're going to necessarily sell out, but you've probably got only about a week or 2 to grab these transfers, okay? So we had, the only thing that's currently, to my knowledge, completely sold out is the Floppy Bunny. I don't know why they're calling him a Floppy Bunny, but his legs, it's the one that's like a little shelf sitter. The individuals are sold out. I don't know if the bundle is completely sold out. I think it is. So if you didn't grab that one, it's gone. Totally gone. The ones I'm using today are not totally gone. They're not necessarily going to sell out this weekend, but as I said, probably a week or 2. Hi, Charlene. How are you doing? I guess I'm going back and doing 2 coats on this one before I do any more coats on that one. It's just what I'm doing today. It's what I'm doing. The one thing I am still bad about is kind of painting the edges, but you know we can fix that too. Charlene, how's things been going for you today? You'd think I'd be better at it, but I'm not. And that's okay. No big deal. It's crafting. It should be fun, right? Oh, thank you, Charlene. I made this shirt when I first started. Gosh, I might have made this even before I became a designer. So I was brand new. I became a designer only about a month and a half after trying the product for the first time. So I made this before that, and this has been, you guys, my 4-year chalk anniversary. I missed it. It was my sad, sad day. It was now forever to be known as the worst day of the year. February 6th, that was the day my dad passed, you guys, was my 4-year anniversary as a designer. Isn't that exciting? And I totally missed it. I realized it yesterday. And I meant to say something yesterday on the live to celebrate, and I did not. So here we are today on the, what day is it? 12th. 6 days past my anniversary date. We're going to celebrate. So yay! Hi Denise. Hi Amanda. How are you? 4 years as a designer. Can you believe it? 4 years. Here's my stats. 4 years as a designer, plus 2 extra months from when I tried the, the stencils and all the things. 3 incentive trips earned. I think I have maybe, I'm trying to think. I think I have 7 or 8 trophies for different, things that I was recognized for. I've been in the magazine quite a bit. It's been a great 4 years, you guys, and all because of you. So thank you for being here, and thank you for being a part of my journey. Hi, Cindy. Thank you, Charlene. Missy is off school till next Thursday. How come? How come she's off school so long? Is that just school? Thank you, Pat Hill. I forget what this transfer was called, but this is from 4 years ago. All right, this is done. Let's get our carrots and our words completely dry. Hi, Brenda. How are you? So our Valentine parties, hey, Cindy, at school are, well, some people had their party today. The rest of us have our party tomorrow, so we always dress up. We typically have casual day on Fridays at school. Not always, but a lot of times. But not on party days. So typically on the day I don't have my party, I wear this shirt. And the day I do have my party, I get a little more dressed up. I have a red blazer that my mom bought me. I don't even know how long ago. She bought it for me a long time ago. She actually bought this shirt for me a long time ago. I just chalked on it. So anyhow, I wear the red blazer with something underneath it. Usually for sometimes the Christmas party. This year, I'm going to wear it for the Valentine's party. Thank you, Donna Schiller. 4 years. I'm like, gosh, I don't remember. You know what, guys? I don't even remember coming home from what I did when I came home from school. I always come home from, not every day, but most days come home from school and go live. What in the world did I do with my life when I didn't go live after school? I got this Sharpie marker on the front. Most of that's going to be covered, but that was annoying. Oh, they must do that. I'm taking my shoes off, you guys. We don't get that at our school. Happy Valentine's, Eve, right? Valentine's Day, Saturday. Also known in our house as Happy Caitlin's birthday. My daughter was born on Valentine's Day, if you guys are new. It was from the time she was born until she was, I don't know if she was 19 or 21. I think 19 is when she set the boundary that we wouldn't necessarily see her on Valentine's Day. Isn't that silly? Thank you, Karen. I was just saying I made this years ago. And it still holds up, you guys. This is what your ink will look like in 4 years. Now, I do not wear this shirt very often. I wear it in the month of February. Maybe 2 or 3 times a year, but still, it's going to hold up. If you're just popping on, I'm just getting the edges cleaned up because I did a terrible job. And for what we're going to do today, you might notice. So I am, and you know what? I'm going to get my glue gun going. Okay, done. Done. Like I said, we're going to use 2 transfers today. So we're going to quickly, lightly sand and wax. Hi, Jan. How have you been? We missed you. You guys have a whole to-do there in New Orleans for Mardi Gras, huh? We don't know anything about it. In the sense of, we meaning me, and in the sense of, there's no parades. Nobody's parading over here. It's not happening, and we all have school. Hi, Ellen. I might have missed your comment. How are you? Okay, let me see if I have paper towel. No. We're going to get all the dust off, you guys. This is going to be super cute. Why can't I see my... Oh, I'm so sorry, Jan. How old was your pup? Pup? I'm assuming. Usually when people say fur baby, they mean dog. But it could have been your cat. How old was your fur baby? And that's such a bummer. You know, it really is a bummer. We lost Lucy a couple of years ago, and then, or a few years ago now, and then we lost Zola. Oh my gosh, this summer was horrible, horrible. I mean, you know it's the right thing when it's the time comes, a lot of the time, but it's terrible. Happy Thursday, Terry Polinsky. How are you? Okay, we're going to use 2 transfers. Like I said, we are going to use the pattern carrots. Pup. She lived a good life. I'm sure you took such good care of her. I mean, it doesn't make it easier. It probably makes it harder even. But you know what? You got to rest in knowing that they had a good life. Thank you, Terry. Yes, I did make it. And yes, with the transfer. I believe it was 4 years ago. We're going to also use this one. You guys, this one is also selling quickly. That's what they're calling it. 2 to 3 weeks worth of stock probably. Probably tomorrow I'm going to do this part. But today we're going to use just the planted with purpose. I thought it went well with our carrots. So what I'm going to do is just lift my transfer and then slide it on those cut lines. I'm actually just going to go all the way across. Okay, and then we are going to, so that gets those 2 kind of ready. We're going to add a little wax to everything and then do our chalking. Thank you, Terry. And you know what? This was a very, even when I made this was just a shirt that I had on hand. It wasn't even a shirt that I specially bought for this idea. And I wasn't even sure how it was going to turn out. But every year when I wear it, I get so many compliments. People said, I thought that was like a sweater. Oh my gosh. I always say, of course I always say when people say, I know you guys know I made it, but not my work people. And so, I always say, thanks, I made it. And they're like, what? Yes, that would be a great idea, Charlene. Okay, so we got everything waxed, right? I did this. All right, now let's get this all going. And my glue gun is definitely ready and dripping everywhere. Hang on. I'm going to move it over here because it's dripping on things I would prefer that not to happen. Okay, so planted with purpose. You can fuzz on your shirt. These are reusable. I have a shirt, I got little spots on it. Yes! And then you chalk right over it and that's perfect. Hi, Janet. How have you been? Exactly. That's kind of one of the hidden beauties for it. Okay, so the cutouts are going to match perfectly with the transfer like this, okay? You're going to have a little edge, which is why I paint it white. Whatever color you want your edge to be, that's what you should paint your cutouts. A lot of times for me it's white, but it doesn't have to be. I usually paint my cutouts whatever color the surface is I'm going to put them on, but you don't have to do it that way. It's just something I've done. Probably if you want the cutout part to stand out more, do a different color. Do a brighter color than your background, okay? For me, I usually match mine, but it's just what I do. All right, I'm going to go ahead and lift this up. Okay, planted with purpose. If you hadn't told me you made it, I wouldn't have known. Oh, thank you, Charlene. And I didn't do the back. You can see I just kind of did the side through the sides. Between you and me, there are some mistakes on it, but the transfer is pretty forgiving. You would never know. You would never know. You would never know, especially on a transfer like this where it's kind of, it's etched, it's forgiving, it's whatever. Okay, all right, now, hi Christy McKinney, how are you? Let's let this dry, and now we're gonna work on our carrots. Definitely not gonna do those in black. We are gonna work on our carrots with two colors. We are going to use, I don't know how to get rid of that. Doesn't matter. We're going to use the pattern carrots. I'm going to fuzz my transfer. Did a pillow cover with that transfer. The pattern is so pretty. Oh, yes. I did too. And you know what? You are right. I did a bunch of projects with this transfer. I loved it. I was sad when it was gone. Yeah, only I know the mistakes, but some transfers are not as forgiving, so can't always say that. All right, so I'm adding lint to the bag just so they don't overstick. And then we're going to line these up. And we're actually going to do these all in the same color. Let me see. This one goes here. I think it goes like this. You'll see when the greenery lines up or not, if you have the right carrot. That one definitely goes here. Hang on, I got a little lint that should not be there. Okay, and then we're going to line this one up here. I guess that's fine. And then we're going to line the third one up. Like I said, we're going to do all the same colors on all three carrots, but you could totally do different ones. I don't know why I'm having, like, this lighting in this room is bad. Ellen said you were the one on Etsy that had a Mardi Gras. Yes, I was. Yes, I was. Ellen, I totally have the Mardi Gras sign. It looks like this. This would be the picture of it. And the way you can find it, my shop on Etsy, the way you find a shop. Etsy is a tricky, tricky place. It took me a while to find a shop. When you go to Etsy, on the search bar, the default for the search bar on Etsy is for a project, not a shop, okay? We're going to use the color of the month. Lights Out. It's only available a couple more days, okay? Did I do a live on that? No, I did a reel on that, Terry. You should be able to still find it on my page. But thank you for saying it's pretty. I made a reel with it. So on Etsy, as I was saying, when you go to the search bar and you want to find my shop, what you want to do is there's a little arrow. There's a little arrow next to on the search bar. I think it's on the right. If you click the little down arrow, it will say search shop. Then you switch to that and then you type in Runner Girl Designs, because that's what I am on Etsy. And that's how you find my shop. Or you message me and you say, Nancy, can I have your link? And I will give it to you. If you ever looking for something you can't find it, just message me. I'll send it to you. No problem. But it is there. My shop is there. But that is how you search for a shop on Etsy. You gotta, my friend was like, when I first made my Etsy shop, she's like, I cannot find you. And I couldn't find me. And it took me a little while to figure that out because I would never really shopped on Etsy before. Anyway, learning curve, okay? That's how you do it. This is the color of the month. Like I said, this is only going to be available for a couple more days. Yes, you haven't had time to do it. Well, you got lots of time. Thank you, Terry. Okay, so now we're going to do orange peel. Now, to be honest, my orange peel needed a little bit of work before the live. I had not used it in a while. But this is a little brighter orange. And I thought it looked better than some of my other oranges with this color of the month. So look at that. See if you can. There we go. Isn't that cute? You guys, hit the heart button. It's adorable. Then we're going to do this one. This is a different pattern. Circles. So for the carrots, guys, when you do this, again, these are probably 2 weeks and they'll be out. A week to 2 weeks probably out. When you do this, your base color is going to be what your pattern is. Does that make sense? So if you want your dots to be blue, then paint your carrot blue. And then chalk it in whatever color you want your carrot to be. Okay, now let's do the last one. Same deal. Yep, so thank you, Jen. So hopefully you guys understand now. It was super easy to find my page on Etsy if you do the drop-down menu in the search bar. You can't just type my shop in that thing. It doesn't work like that. And I was trying to go to somebody's page, and I know their page name, and I could not find it either until I realized that's how you do it. Thanks, Pat Hill. You're welcome, Ellen. I think it's just information if anybody would like to do it. Would you tell us how to make your ink sheet sticky again? What do you mean my ink sheet? Ink mat, the ink mat, you clean it just the same way. If you're talking about the ink mat, Jen, you clean it just like you clean your transfers. You can use a board eraser. But with the ink mat, you can also use Awesome Spray from the Dollar Tree. You can use your board erasers. I even use a paste scraper. So if you have one of these, you can scrape. You want to get the lint off. It's the lint that's making it not sticky anymore. It's not that it's lost its stickiness. It's just that you probably have a bunch of lint on it. Clean it, clean it, clean it. You could use Windex. You can use whatever your heart's desire and then just dry it like you would a transfer and put that cover sheet right back on top. All of that will clean your ink mat. Thank you, Donna. I'm glad you like it. My voice is hoarse today. My class was, man. I don't know what to say about them today. They were fine. They're fine. But I get frustrated when, how can I put this? I get frustrated with them when they don't know something and then they don't ask for help. They just guess or they just put random answers. A lot of our kids speak 2 languages, so I've told them so many times, if you don't know what a word means, I don't know how I got on this tangent, but probably because my voice, that's why. I'm like, guys, if you don't know what a word means, you need to ask me what it means. That's my job to teach you. Anyway, here we go. We are going to do, it could be also spring fever, but I was just a little frustrated. Okay, so I have this cute pot. It's got, can you see? It's got like texture on it. So I'm obviously not going to chalk on this. But what we're going to do is we are going to, I'm not exactly sure how, I'm going to have to flip this to me because I cannot do this backwards. I just stuck in this foam piece and I literally think I can just put my carrots in. No, I want this in the middle, in the front. I'm just sticking these in the foam like this. Just like, you know, maybe this much, okay? And then we are going to, what am I going to do? I think what I want to do is put this green moss around it. Yeah, you can use Dawn dish soap. That would work too. Oh, but now they're not sticky. I don't know if this works for the Cricut mats. I do know it does work for our mats, okay? And then I'm going to glue some of this. I'm only going to glue it on the, I don't want to glue it to this. I'm going to take some of this green moss. If you like the other moss, use the other moss. That would be cute, I guess. I don't particularly love the way it smells. Not a big fan of the brown moss. I have it, but I like this green moss. So I'm going to just put a little bit of hot glue on the foam. And fill this green in. This stuff gets everywhere, you guys. I mean, everywhere. But sometimes it's necessary. Or I usually use Windex on my mats and they stick it. Yes, even on the Cricut ones, Terry? On the Cricut ones, or are you talking about the chalk ink mats? Because I know you can use Awesome Spray. I've used Awesome Spray. You can just use water and some elbow grease if you like. And then what, okay, so then what we're going to do is hopefully put all this moss back in this bag. I can get the moss at, or I don't know if this is even called moss, but whatever this is called, I think it's green moss. You can get at Walmart because that's where I get mine in like the, I don't know, at mine it's in the crafting area. Oh, I like it. You guys, this is so cute. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of hot glue. This is not going to be permanent and I'm fine with it. Because obviously this is a rounded surface and I have a piece of wood here. But this is going to be fine for the season. And then I can change it up. Oh, even the Cricut ones. Oh, good to know because mine were not coming back. Reindeer moss. Jan, I've missed you. You're my detail person. Reindeer moss. Okay, guys, here is one idea for you. What do you think? I think this turned out really cute, right? Something a little different, something to put on your table. These two transfers, like I said, are selling quickly, so just make sure if you want them, you add them to your little queue, right? All right, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you have an awesome day. What did I want to show you? Don't forget, you can, if you're a Perks member only, you can get this bundle. I said the wrong number yesterday. $65 purchase will get you this bundle for free if you're a Perks member or a designer, okay? All right, guys, have a great night, and we'll see you all very soon. Bye, everyone.